Kevin Feige came out and basically said after Avengers Secret Wars, the MCU is going to basically reboot, which made a good bit of rounds of news, which kind of confused me at the same time that it made so much news. I've seen this circulating around, and I guess Kevin Feige just confirmed it. But I always thought that was a plan initially anyway, because one of really I say that one of the setbacks of the MCU is the fact that certain storylines couldn't fully be fleshed out because the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Avengers did not all exist in one universe. So with Secret Wars, after Secret Wars, they were going to all coexist at the same time. Meaning, a lot of the actors that we already see playing these characters are going to be recasted for younger actors that can, play these roles for a longevity of time. I'm not mad at it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something that's needed. I also think that, you know, with Secret Wars, I'm hoping. I have a theory about Secret Wars and what it is going to do. One of my theories is that I believe Secret Wars is going to introduce Norrin Rad as Silver Surfer. Seeing that we're going to get Charlotte Ball in Fantastic Four, I feel like it would make sense that they meet multiverse versions of themselves and they're battling each other. It will make for a good side storyline as the main story is continuing. Just a theory, not completely sure, but it could happen. But hey, that's all the news that's came out. I know they're working on Blade. Blade, it is a collective frustration that Blade has not even begun any type of production yet. It is a collective just angst that I get you don't want to make it just about him killing vampires. But it's such a simple concept. It doesn't make sense to me how why you can't just get this going. Like you have more than enough source material. I guess the only conundrum is how does Blade and his story tie into Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday? How does he tie into that? And I think I can understand that being the conundrum. I can understand that being the issue with them trying to figure out, how to make this movie. I understand that viewpoint, but for the most part, I think Blade is not. But Blade isn't that complicated of a character. He just isn't to me. But who knows? They say they wanted to have it take place in like years ago, like early 19th century, which I don't understand the thinking behind that. Uh, maybe I do. Maybe they wanted to have the movie take place around that time because it'll tie into whatever's going on in Doomsday and Secret Wars. It's really all a big mess because Mahershala Ali got announced as Blade like 6 years ago. Like it's at some point you have to just say what's going on. Yeah, even Mahershala, I believe they asked him on a red carpet for a movie premiere. I forgot what movie it was, but they were even asking him, "Hey, what's going on with Blade?" And he doesn't even know. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Kang storyline and why it was ditched. Let's get into that. So Kevin Feige came out and said before Jonathan Majors even went through uh, the BS he went through, they were already thinking about switching Kang for a different villain for Doctor Doom, which you kind of shot yourself on the foot there because you tried to replace Thanos with a new big bad character, and in the first movie he's introduced in, he loses to Ant Man. I mean, no diss to Ant Man. Ant Man is a integral part of the Avengers of the MCU. He really is. But at the same time, my thought process when I was going into Quantum Mania, I thought Ant Man was going to die. I thought Ant Man was going to die in Quantum Mania. I thought either him or Wasp. There was no there was no huge loss to where like okay this guy's serious. He just talked about his feats. Like he told Scott Lang like, are you the one with a hammer or you're an Avenger? Have I killed you before? Like they wrote him to sound bad, but it takes more than just dialogue to make a character sound uh just menacing. So I think they really shot themselves in the foot with Quantumania. The humor in Quantumania, don't get me started. I have so many issues with that movie, but this is not a Quantumania review. I'm just saying if you were going to have Kang as the next big bad villain, you should have had him come in with a bang. You should have had him kill Ant-Man. You should have had him kill Wasp. You should have had him take away a focal piece to where, like, okay, this guy means business. Him losing the Ant-Man just didn't solidify his position as that. And again, with Thanos, Thanos was a build-up over the years. Thanos was at the end credit scene of Avengers, like that's 2012. He didn't show up until 2018. Okay, that's a 6-year build-up for Thanos. With Kang, they kind of just gave it to us straight away, which I wasn't mad at. But if you're going to introduce the next big bad menacing character to the MCU, you have to have him pack a punch, and he just didn't do that. So, uh, a lot of people say the MCU has been missing a lot lately. I wouldn't say a lot. I say it has a few decent misses. But listen, Marvel has had way too many wins for me to just abandon ship. Way too many wins for me to abandon ship. Don't get me wrong. There's been some losses. There's been some misses. Doctor Strange 2 was a bit of a miss for me. It was just okay. It was just okay. Thor: Love and Thunder. Oh God, don't get me started on that movie. I hated that movie. That was the first Thor: Love and Thunder was the first Marvel movie I did not finish. That's how bad it was. So Love and Thunder, Quantumania, Doctor Strange 2, Eternals. Listen, I know some of y'all out there enjoyed Eternals, but yo, bro, I'm good. Me personally, I'm good. Listen, I'll have a video talking about that, but I'm not about to get into it. Like that's a good 4 misses.
Is that four? That should be four. Journals, Quantumania, Doctor Strange 2, and yeah, that's four.
It's 4 misses. 4 misses. Had to think. Uh, yeah, man. So you've had 4 misses. You've had 4 bangers. You had Deadpool Wolverine, certified banger. You had Spider-Man
Is it Far From Home? Was it Far From Home or
the one with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, So you had those two. You had Thunderbolts. I thought it was a banger. I don't care what no one else says. It was a banger. What was another one? That's 3 so far. Um, movie wise, that's really
I know I'm missing one. I am completely missing one. I wish I could remember. And it's sad. I should remember. If it's a banker, I should remember. But
Thunderbolts, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Thunderbolts, Deadpool, Wolverine, the third Spider-Man.
let's just look up a list. Okay. No Way Home. That's what it was. Where is the list?
Black Widow. Nah, I won't say it's a banger. Uh, Shang-Chi. We forgot about Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was a banger. Shang-Chi was a certified banger. Uh, oh yeah, Black Panther. For Wakanda Forever. I won't say Wakanda. I won't say Wakanda Forever was a banger, but I think one Wakanda Forever was needed. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, why didn't they just recast Black Panther?" They could not recast Black Panther without honoring Chadwick. It was too sudden of a loss to just move on from. Now that they've honored him, now I'm fine with them recasting T'Challa, because there has to be a T'Challa. Like T'Challa is Black Panther. I'm not mad at Shuri. I'm not mad at her character arc. I liked her character arc. I like this vengeance run that she had. Uh, that the tragic loss she had to go through. But we need T'Challa back. T'Challa is Black Panther, and I think it's time. It's about time. But that's all I got. That's all really the news. Again, the whole Secret Wars. Um, after post Secret Wars, they're gonna reboot. I didn't think that was big news. I thought we all been knew that, and you know. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got, y'all. Y'all be easy, and I'll be back next time. Peace.